con la corteza de regulación, responsable que hace aquí yo aquí.
Om Jai Jagadisha Hare, Swami Jai Jagadisha Hare, Bharat Jano ke Sangat, Dar Jano ke Sangat, Sanagi Dur Kare, Om Jai Jagadisha Hare.
We are guided through the blessings of their sacrifice and their penance. Lord, should our good current actions from many births before, which we have now doing, we have already done before in many births before, to share with the illustrious soul, with our dear Pandit Satish and the members of his group, the members of the Triveni Mandir, and to you, the blessed devotees of God. You indeed have made each night much more holier through your presence. As the custom is, let us just sit upright and lie down to meditate and call upon the Supreme Lord. Let us with gratitude, appreciation, understand the grace that God has given us today. The grace of arising in the morning, greeted by the sunlight, by your family members, your parents and children, brothers and sisters, friends and workers. It is your day. It is your opportune time to worship the same God, called by many names and forms, where all spiritual saints and saints worship to the fountain flood of compassion and mercy. We submit ourselves. And as you gently press your hands close to your heart, before closing your eyes, meditate upon the God, the Lord, that you love and we worship, the one that answers your beck and call. See him before you. Impress the image of your God within your mind's eye. And as you gently close your eyes, impress the form of God into your heart. When you breathe, it is true, your God is grace. When you pray, it is that spark of love that sends a message to the fountain of love, that Lord, in this evening's prayer, you will glorify and champion your name. Bless your children. आपके किए गए हुआ वस्तुएं आपके चरणों में अर्पण करते हो प्रभु। हे पुराण पुरुषोत्तम भगवान श्री हरि, हे प्रभु सम्मुख होकर ग्रहण कीजिए। O Sri Hari, what can we offer you tonight when you are the giver of everything? Whatever I possess, it is of your grace and blessing. Today, we offer to you all that you have given to us. Prabhu, come forward and accept our offerings. Bless tonight's yajna. Prabhu, bless the homes and the families that need your assistance. To those who are sick and ailing, we submit a prayer for those too. We pray for our ancestors and to those that are not hearing of. Bhagavan, shower your grace that our minds will be pure, simple and subtle, we pray. Last night my friend she concluded with Bhakta Dhruv. And how wonderful step with faith and determination, with a firm resolve that no one can save our souls in this world but only the name of Sri Hari. Bhakta Dhruv had the greatest of all gurus, which is no other than Sri Narad Muniji. My friends, tonight we shall continue from the Sri Mahavishnu when great sages of Naimisharanya sat down and listened to the scriptures narrated by Suchi, the disciple of Sri Vedyas. And the Katha takes place in the age where the great form of God as Brahma created the Asuras, Daityas, created the Rakshasas, the Devatas, created the Gandharvas, the Kinnaras, and all the heavenly beings. And the last was humanity. After Bhagwan took the avatar as Narasimha, destroying Hiranyakashipu and uplifting Bhakta Prahlad. Prahlad, the great devotee of Lord Vishnu, had also a son by the name of Virochan, and Virochan had a son by the name of Mahabali. Tonight, Hey Muni, Indra Adidev, Dhan Shatru, Bali के समय प्रबल ज्ञान ईश्वर की त्यागकर दूसरे भाव से बन की पर्वत का कंधहार की चिकर की समय व्यतीत करने लगे। इधर इंद्र आदिदेव को माता आदिति देवी पुत्र की दुर्वास्ता की दर्शन करके अत्यंत दुर्चित हो विलाप करने लगे। महाबलिम who is the grandson of Prahlad, who became very powerful through prayer, his tapasya and sacrifice, inherited many wounds from the great Lord Brahma. Mahabali, who is the light of the Asuras, as last night grew the light of all bhaktas. Mahabali, who was taught by the great Shukracharya, the guru of the Daityas, Rakshasas, and assurance. Once more proclaimed war against the dangers. So the dangers, my friends, in a state of dismay, began to run from place to place, firstly conquering this earth, then the heavens, Indra, accompanied by all the deities and deities, came to the hidden hills of the Himalayas, close to Mount Sumeru, and there, my friends, where Sanatana Dharma started, at the holy Om Parvat, there is the great and noble mother of creation, Aditya, and in the veil, where all the deities came from, they began to worship her. To have this wisdom, to have the voice and the eternal voice of God singing into the hearts of the deities and deities, they began to call the name of Ma. The word Ma represents not only creation, but protection, hope, security and bliss. Tonight, my friends, let us worship Ma Devi Saraswati, the goddess of learning, asking her that through her grace, that the messages that are hidden sublimely in each word of our scripture would represent the meaning in our lives. We join in prayer to Ma Saraswati. Let us all sing, let us all clap, in praise to the divine goddess. Sri Saraswati Mata Oh, Shyama Ramachandra ki jai, Sri Krishna Chandra Maharaj ki jai. So my friends, the Devas now, in this stage of anxiety, knowing that the Asuras, led by Mahabali, have now taken over Indralok and all the heavenly abodes, dear my friends, they went back to where all creation began, from the aspect of the feminine nature of God, which is known as Aditi Devi. And led by Indra, Lord of the heavens, who is also the son of Aditi, he began to cry and prostrate himself with the Devis and Devas. And when he heard that his contrite spirit, after performing many wrongs and realizing his mistakes, he returned to the embodiment of forgiveness and kindness and explained the predicament of the Devis and Devas. So my friends, listening to the children, who were हृदय की धीरज भरकर दैत्यपुर की निर्मूल की करने के लिए पुत्र सौभाग्य प्राप्त होने लिया, गिरा हुआ के प्रवेश की आचरण की नारायण की ध्यान करने के लगे हैं. What will his mother do? She, from her own form, created Devas, Asuras, Rakshasas. Which child would she hurt? Which child would she cause pain to? And this thought, it reveals the nature of motherhood. She could not choose between the Devas nor the Asuras, for all are considered children. And my friends, as the Daisyas began to practice that which is wrong, causing hurt and pain to others, Indradev is now saying to her, Ma, whenever power is given to someone, that person will then become contaminated. To control power, even myself, it is very difficult. I am a Devta, and it is hard for me much more for the nature of the Asuras. So my friends, do you believe power really corrupts? The question tonight, do power corrupt? No, it does not. Your person was already corrupted before power was given in her hands or in his hands. That's the truth. The energy of the sun is the same power. The gold of the earth is the same. But when we are already corrupted, it is just like this. Think about it. I will always try to do something that is right in the presence of others. Why? Because I don't want to be caught. But if I have the opportunity to do something wrong, I won't be caught. Baba won't be tried. Me, the chance pass. So my friends, now we are going to deal with the topic of the mind. Indradev brought a very, very powerful and peaceful point. That what is the mind? How is the mind created? We say, I'll give you peace of my mind. But what is that peace of mind? Well, is the mind created? Think about it. I am Pandit Raj, this is Pandit Rishi. You have Pandit Rajesh, your brother, Rajesh you. We drank from the same breast of our mother. We entered into the same primary school together. Right? Rishi Rai, you and your brother. Same food cooked in the same pot. Son and age with your brother. But do we think alike? One may be very, very soft. One may be very straightforward and daring. Where did the mind come from?
If the mind is a composite factor of all the environmental conditions, then if it's the environment, your home, and you're listening to bhajan every day, well, everybody's supposed to be in that state of mind. But no, the mind was not created in this life. But the mind was created from all your birds put together, merged together. Think about a spider taking his time and making his web, spinning his web. And when he finishes, you are the person now going to unravel this web. Can you just put it aside and pull it out? No. It is painstaking, it is difficult, and it's very, very tedious. If you want the entire line or the strand of the spider's web, you'll have to take your time. So too, your mind and my mind is a multiple of many, many births, and all our actions on how we behaved in the previous life, this is what I'm trying to work out now. This is my ego. That's the ego, and that is the mind. So in the Devas bring this point, that the mind of the Asuras was created this way, that they are in always thinking about control and success and power. That is what Brahma created them for. Where the Devas, like myself, when we are also possessed by power, we may do wrong, but then we always turn back to God and try to go back in a divine way of living. They are your creation also. So find some means of giving salvation to your children upon the heavens. And let the heavens become our abode once more. So this is my friends. खड़े होकर कभी के केवल देर के अनुभूति भर की खड़ी है, करने लगे कि प्रथम की पहाड़ की इस पहचान कर की केवल की जल पान कर इसके पान की सच्चिदानंद जगदीश्वर विष्णु भगवान की राम का ध्यान के लगे। इस प्रकार अदिति देवी के कठोर की तप साधन करने करते वे भाई सहस्र वर्ष व्यतीत हुआ है। So my friends, in order that the Holy calls him, and she's going to come down, she says, Lord, I am worshiping you as Sri Narayana. You are the Supreme Lord that maintains, preserves and creates a balance in this world. Life must be of the balance. You are living in this world. If you are living in this world, see this world. Enjoy this world. Be part of the world. But also understand that this world was created by God. And it is temporal. Remember your God too. My friends, let us hear. As Devi Ma began to worship Sri Hari Vishnu. She began to worship Mahavishnu with a very great and powerful prayer of devotion, submitting the entire being in calling upon the one that she once created. And she's praying to him as a divine Lord, divine Sanchakra Gada Padmadharaya, who holds the divine cup which represents the sound of all creation.
The Kamal, which represents the embodiment of true devotion. And so, my friends, with a chakra that cuts asunder the timeless birth and deaths of all creation, she is worshipping him who holds the Dvaja that protects all that is good and virtuous. And so, my friends, after many, many, many years of prayer and devotion, submitting her entire being in prayer, worship, yes, the Divine Lord took semblance before her, and taking his semblance, appearing before her, he saying, Lord, you have called upon me, request me, and I shall do for you, O Ma. This is the word. God is saying, not as God, but as a child to a mother. Ma, it is only to your command, your order, and I shall perform such the duty of a child. And so, my friends, let us hear what this divine lady asked of God. Is only found and only God that is enclosing this world and is also inside of this world. The sorrow we experience, never believe that God is away from us. When times are difficult and you say, God has forgotten me, no, my friend. He never leaves. He's right inside here. And this is what the Devatas now fail to realize
And it's very, very difficult. It's very difficult. When you have reached to this peak of power to maintain that status, it's like a bird. If you are flying and you want to go beyond everything, your wings always must be moving. As a devotee of God, the moment you stop and you allow laziness to step in and the mind becomes very weak, we'll tip down and we'll fall again. So my friends, the devatas are the same. The devatas are a reflection of our lives. Why? Indradeva, whenever there is the need for the devata for benevolence from Bhagavan Shiva, devotion is done, and when he reaches to his pinnacle of glory, he makes errors like you and I. So my friends, they are in the same comparison what true devotion is. The first devotee, take for instance this well, the Ganga, and you take water and throw on the well, and go on like this. Give it maybe 2 or 3 minutes, it will become dry again, completely dry. The second devotee, this cloth, place it in a bucket of water, will take a few hours to dry, maybe a day so. And the third devotee, take some sugar and put it in the same water. Let us look at the first devotee. I will compare the first devotee like myself. This is me, the best. I'm placing the water, I'll become dry in a few minutes' time. Right now, I'm talking about God, I'm singing, I'm clapping, I'm encouraging you to pray. But Baba, while going back to Vajayamswar, somebody gives me a bad drive. All the bhajan that I was singing, all the mantras that I was chanting, what happens to me? The Rakshas quality emerges. And then you start to swear and get angry. The first devotee is like this. As I step out of here, I didn't carry the Yagna home. I become the same person I started off with. The same natural person that I am is the same. The second devotee is like Diwali. Every young Indian, every young Hindu will say, Goloka, every house, everybody clean up their house and everywhere. But after the month of November, December is in. Wow. Don't get dry already, man. There's no bhajan prayers again. So some will go a little longer period thinking about God. The third devotee comes simply and agrees to hear a good message. And when you listen to it, it makes you feel happy inside. And you say, you know what? That brings meaning in my life. And just as sugar is placed in the water, the description and quality of sugar makes the taste of water become sweet, and the water becomes sugar also. When you and God becomes one, when there is an identity between God and the devotee, my friends, our scriptures also describe to you and I what type of devotee are we. Are you like me, the piece of iron? Are you like the cloth, or are you like the sugar and water? Or if I have started here, I should always move to the state of sweetness and perfection. So the Vedas, my friends, is a reflection of type of devotion that the individual do. If you like Indra, we will always pray for material power and physical power around us. We believe in preservation, success, and greatness. But if we are like last night, like Dhruv, what's the Dhruv? He only depended upon the mercy of God. And that is the true compassion that we need. You see, my friends, when they came to Aditi Devi, they summoned her so that they will again take over the kingdom of the heaven. And the Asuras would be destroyed or something like this. But the true mother, a true devotee will think and make the best decision for all her children. And what she asked of God, a brief words. भगवान की इस प्रकार अदिति के देवी के प्रदान करके नित कंस से मारी की अदिति है गले के प्रदान करना है. With her emotions choked and her voice choked with love to God, she said, Lord, I have called upon you to find some means all creation came from my womb and my creation. Then I cannot consider anything but they are all my children. They are all considered dear to me. But Lord, it is only through your mercy can you bring righteousness on this earth. However, Lord, my desire is that if you are to return the heavens to the devatas, I don't want no more. I don't want my children to fight, nor do I want you to fight. So your mother is saying to her children, for acquisition of the heavens, why should we fight and war for? Important message. Do you know how many societies, how many civilizations, in the name of religion, kill one another?
Why are you putting that there?
In all. And in the Puranas now say, if we are to acquire heavenly grace, why should we destroy the lives of others? To believe that we are greater and that God or that form of worship of God is greater. So my friends, this is what Bhagavan will do. He lovingly bowed at the feet and in a very small person form, a small people form, he came, very short, Sank Chakra Gada Padmananai, like a little boy, 3 foot tall. And he looked at his mother and touched her feet and said, Ma, I am not coming to fight. I have no weapon to fight. You created me because of your love, and only through a mother's grace, a child will be able to conquer everything in this world. This is what God is saying. And what is strange, my friends, in Yajurveda, it says in our scripture, Yajurveda, that God is unborn. That's not God. And now, in Purana say, God takes form. Unborn means you have no form. Vedanta knowledge, Yajurveda. And in Purana says, he takes form. Let him describe what is form. And why would God take form? So with this topic, here is the great sacred sages in this chaupai, which describes what is the true avatar.
Yeah.
Ramchandra ki jai. So, in the Veda declares, Bhagavan unborn. Unborn. In Purana, from Gita, Bhagavan Krishna now says, no, from age to age, I will take form and come to the world. So, what is the, it's quite opposite. However, my friends, to describe now the nature of the soul, as Sri Krishna says in the Gita, that which cannot be cut by a sword or burnt by fire or drowned by water, that which has no feeling but always eternal Satchidananda, I am. Bhagavan is saying, in the same thought, when I die, the soul doesn't experience nothing because it doesn't have no fear. It is God. So that God is quite eternal and quite true and never changes form or fashion. However, how the devotee at that moment in time perceive God and see God? You call upon Him, and He will then ascend in the form of the devotee's pride and belief, and that is God in our dharma. Just like for Ganesh Jayanti, we worship God Ganapati Baba. Then for Navaratri, Devi Durga Mata. But the same Paramatma. This is why in our scripture, we then could look again and say, then all the Shraddha we do really, is it done for the soul, which is the soul is God, divine, or is it done for the mind body now? This is it, because the mind has conditioning, so when we do all the Shraddha, it is for the mind body, so free itself from ego and all these things. And this is now where Bhagavan Sri Krishna or Bhagavan Sri Mahari is saying to her, that as you see me, Deenadayal Kripalati Kristinho, to be merciful, compassionate and kind to all of your creation, I shall come. Asharana Sharana Charar Swami. And most important line, he says that which cannot be seen, which I am, the unseen, I am the unborn, I will now come so that others will see me in His Charashara form, in all His creations, I can come in this form. Pati Padakamala Namani. Again and again, she submitted herself to Mahavishnu. And how did it come? As a short little person, little dog. And he smiled at her. He says, you created me because of love, and this is the form that you see me in. And this little child, he says, Zman, I am now going, इस प्रकार कश्यप जी के विनय श्रवण की वामन जी अति की प्रसन्न होकर बोले, हे देव, इच्छानुसार वर की ग्रहण करो। श्री कश्यप जी की कहो, प्रभु, इस प्रकार की मुझ पर आपकी स्नेह की सदैव की चरण की कमल से मेरे मन कवि की रुचित है। एवं वस्तु, एवं and Ma Aditi's divine husband Kashyap. And Kashyap, he says, Father, what grace can you give me? And he said to him, as a father, I can give my slave, my eternal love to you, son. And there he asked, bless me with prayer, bless me with mantra, that I will go to the home of Mahabali. My friend, Suchi Pone, hey Brahmashikan. इस समय दैत्यपति बलि फूल के शुक्राचार्य की तथा अनय अनय मुनेश्वर की सभा वृथ हो महा की यज्ञ की अनुष्ठान की प्रवृत्त हुआ है। ब्रह्मावादी मुनिगण के हवि और श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण के आवाहन के करने लिया मंत्र पढ़ने के लगे। इस समय
सर्वव्यापी श्री विष्णु वामन के रूप वहाँ प्रकट होकर सबके मोहित करके यज्ञ हवि की भक्षण किया और वामदेव के आगमन करके देख ज्ञान की चक्षु मुनि धन की प्राचीन की क्रिया है। हे भगवान विष्णु। So my friends, at this time, Sri Vamadev assumed the form to soothe the nature of the devotee's call. In this very small little form, here Kashyap Prajapati gives him the commandment that bears the word of life, security and continuance of life. Moreover, and again he gives him the staff, the gun, which means to say, whenever even the soft-hearted, the good-minded, even the religious and the spiritual men will have to put down their books sometime to come. Vashishtha was the Guru of the Surya Kul, and when it was necessary, he will instruct them, and most importantly, he will rebuke them and he will punish them also. So he is given the dhamma, which means in every part of our life, we must also draw our lines and borders of righteousness and good conduct. Dressed in yellow, this little child will began his journey towards the yajna of Mahabali. And this yajna is being done in the heavens, my friends. And Mahabali, he is now performing a yajna of giving thanks, adoration to all that the universe has given upon him, inviting all the noble saints and sages. Mahabali began performing this wonderful yajna through the instruction of his Guru, Shukracharya. Let us hear. who is created from the lineage of Bhrigu from Mahavishnu. But Shukracharya, who once studied under Angiras as his guru, and Angiras son is Brihaspati. And when we started to learn together, practice mantras and everything. Shukracharya at that time found that Angiras was giving too much leeway and too much attention more to his own son. And Shukracharya got a little anger because of this. So with that anger he left his guru and went to another guru who is Gautama. And he studied scripture. He studied and then he mastered the power of giving life to anything. He became the great Bhakta of Bhagwan Shiva. But there in Shukracharya's belief system, this is where schools of thought comes in. He noticed that Lord Vishnu will always give more to the devatas and he will always in his mind prosecute the Rakshasas and the Asuras and the Daityas and Dharmas. And he said, that is not right. Now everybody came and everybody has to take form and fashion what they came to do. And Shukracharya came in that form and fashion. When Brihaspati was given the ordination as the guru of all the devatas, and Shukracharya was set aside, he said then, I will become the guru of the Rakshasas, I will become the guru of the Asuras, and I will become the guru of the Danavas and Daityas. God must also be just. Now the same skills I can talk about karma and forgiveness. And I explained, if we always believe that God is forgiving according to the law of karma, and I am a criminal, and I come to this home, and I go down and beat him up, and take away everything, and I come back out, and the magistrate says, I believe in forgiving, and forgive me, would that encourage him to go back my car the next day? Yes, it would. So, in the law of karma, God forgives, but you will have to accept all the fruits of your actions when it comes to you. And so, my friends, Shukracharya, his intention is to be the force, and this is what the Purana explains. Brihaspati is the guru of the devatas. He is the guru that wants to give value to people. When you're fighting, when you're working in this world, it must lead you to get value in your life. Be a person of worth and value. Shukracharya taught the Asuras not about value, success. What drove Ravan was success. In the end of the day, which one counts? Brihaspati is for values and Shukra is for success. So Shukracharya, who is the family fundit, could not get through into Bhakta Prahalad's head. Because in Bhakta Prahalad, just like Hanuman Swami, is only the name of Vishnu Bhagwan for coming out of him. He's vibrating the name of Mahavishnu. So he couldn't get through at all with Prahalad. But you know what? He said he can't find me as a true guru, so I'm still Virochan. So he started to drill the thought through Virochan's head, And Virochan also still had his father's love, but also in listening to his guru. So he began to infiltrate thoughts of conquering and power. But when Virochan went away, now we have Virochan's son, very young, Mahabali. And he got Mahabali from a young child to grow him with that sense. You know what? Mahavishnu came and your great-grandfather who is Hiranyakashipu, he came and held him and squeezed him and tear him apart. He took away everything and gave everything back to the others. So he created this rage inside of this young Mahabali. And this is what people know. Once you give your weakness to somebody, once somebody knows that, you must carefully choose your friends. Don't let not everyone, as a human being, never allow anyone to know your weakness. They could take advantage of it. And the Guru Shukracharya now took that in mind and began to use the emotional power to catapult what he wanted and his desire to fight with Lord Vishnu Bhagwan, to always create this war. So my friends, the truth of it, Shukra, who is created from even Vishnu himself, wants to fight with the creator that made him live. And so it happened, my friends. This time Lord Vishnu said, I'm not going to fight with nobody. My monitor will go and fight. Come on, somebody giving you a hard time. And when you come with him, your mother says, leave them. You have to leave them for this Rama. We know that. Sometimes we wait for Mother to go, right? Yeah, it is the same. We must. So, and Sadish Rama can like him sometimes because Lord Krishna takes the Vasudev place beautiful and called Radha and all the gopis and same hand, they will just give thanks a good few minutes waste. When is necessary, use that. That is what Purana is. Yeah, I'm promoting violence, what she's saying. But it's true. And this is where, and you always stand this, because the moment something you are taking advantage without someone, it is your duty to stand up for it and address it. And so, my friends, Shukracharya is conducting this yajna and he has his chela, Mahabali, doing the offerings. And when Vamandev came, beautiful little earrings on, nice little churki, got a comb up very nice, like when you're going to school the first day, how you dress your son, make sure you iron that pants sleeve, push down that shirt quite down with the pants, put it nice and stiff on him, put on his belt, make sure his food is there, and send him to school. So dedicated this to the child. And took his little staff, and when everybody was standing tall and walking, this is the short man, this is the short boy walking in there, he's traveling with his good belly going, and he's watching everybody and smiling. And when he started and the Munis that saw him like Angiras and everything, they bowed and said, this is Lord Vishnu. And in their heart they began to pray to Lord Vishnu. But Shukracharya also, who always thinks, the enemy always think about God, Ravana was always thinking about God, Kans was always thinking about God, so he was actually praying, that is meditation. Dear Shukracharya is always thinking, when God will come, because if I do something wrong, if I come and I take away this bell from Radha, and anytime Radha comes by my house, I make him sure I'm hiding this bell. I don't, So, the same way Shukracharya, he do his wrong and he knows that he has to get catch. So his eyes are always waiting for God. And when he saw this little child, he ran quick by King Mahabali and said, see that child? Give everybody what they want. But if that child asks for anything, give him nothing at all. So Mahabali said, Guruji, this is a yajna. And the purpose of this yajna is to give this charity and this dharma. What are you saying? Then he said, let me say to you, that is your child, but he is your destruction. That is not your destruction, but the destruction for him, for the entire lineage of the Asuras. So my friends, Lord Shukra said, he says, today I have made you the richest man in the world. But a foolish man can easily lose all his wealth if he don't take good advice. Don't give that person anything that he asks for. Don't watch him, just pass him. Don't even adore him. And my friends, in the closing, God hasn't made Vishnu Bhagwan. He enchants. He makes your heart like Lord Krishna come to him. And when Mahabali started giving all the dana charities,
The little child is there. So he had no choice and he went to the child and says, the mystic, he said, tell me what you want and I will give it to you. And the child is saying, you really want to know what I want? Mahabali? You give everybody already? He says, yes. So Mahabali looked at him. What is little child? What does he want? He is not that big enough to ask for anything much. And let us all join. No matter he acquired the heavens and nothing else. But the first time he died, has fallen in love with the greatest riches to see God before him. And say, God, what can I give you? The fruits of my actions I will give you.
There's no word ready to English to put an equivalent to a Hindi word. The English language is not complete. There's nothing we have to add more to the English language. Like now you hear, like if they have to say like like how they call a political psychic. How they call that? It's a political. They won't say political psychic. They say a political political. The Hindus, the Hindi words are very strong, like a guru. They say a guru of something. Yeah. And what is all of this? Like you hear like a strong quote over and over again. They say the mantra is like the mantra is. The Hindi language it gives strong words. And Shukracharya saw this, and when he saw that his chela went to this little dwarf, and here it was Vishnu, he himself came closer, and he said to him, no, don't give him anything. And God Vishnu smiled. And he took his little clothes and he's rocking on the ground like a child, and he said, well, I'll go back home. But you promised that you won't give me something. So he said, yeah. He says, I only need 3 pieces of land. My little Patwacha, my little dwarf, give me 3 little pieces. He said, why? 3 pieces, and it look how small I put it to make a nice Havan full. I just want to do Havan alone. I want to do my yajna. I want to do puja. So Mahabali said, only this you want? No, don't take it. Let me give you want anything from the heaven? If you want, I can give you the heaven. Take the heaven. Take wealth, take money, take cows. He says, no. My purpose is to yajna. My purpose is to sacrifice. Yajna means to protect the earth, to protect the welfare of all the Devis, Devas and all that, the Charachar, all that lives upon my grace and blessing. So my friend Mahabali said, okay, this is what you want. Well, his guru saw this. Mahabali said, take your kamandal and put some water in my hand so I can make an oath. A promise that I'll give this to you. And my friend Shukracharya saw this. And Shukracharya said, if we don't have any water and the yajna time is supposed to finish, we have to cut off at this time, and time goes by and no water, no gift. So Shukracharya made himself very, very small and entered inside the spout of the Kamandal. And now my friend, here Vaman Dev, the little child, trying to throw the water, I know my mother put water in this for me. So when we looked, he saw Shukracharya squeezed inside the Kamandal and he took a piece of the kush grass and he said, okay, I'm going to clear it out. He took the kush grass, tied inside the spout of the Kamandal and pierced the eye of Shukracharya. Shukracharya, my friends, the water began to fall again. And then the sankalp was made. The first step. And the little child grew. And from the heaven where the yajna was being done, his foot reached straight towards this earth. And when Mahabali saw this, he put his hands together. And he said, the second step, he took the entire nether region and says, Mahabali, now you have given me 2 places. Where is the third? There is no other place again. He says, Prabhu, my eyes have seen and conquered everything in this world. But it's the first time that my eyes are attracted to you to come to you to ask you for what you want from me. If giving you these gifts is not enough, then take me as the final gift. I said, place your last step upon my head. And so, my friend, Sri Vishnu Bhagavan smiled to know that even Mahabali was more giving than Indradev. And Asura, that whose nature is only to conquer and achieve and have success, was able to give his entire self. And this is what a gift is. A gift does not mean that you have to give something like wealth or money before a person to make them happy. A gift should be a prayer. And the wife, when you see how one goes to work, say a prayer. That's a gift. A gift better than any other gift. If a mother praying for a child in a study, he said, take me as the final offering, the final dakshina, and Bali was sent to the nether regions. Because of this, Mahabali
My friends, when we began to pray to Maharaj, one day we said, Lord, to be blessed in this world, to give and give everything to God, knowing that God is the giver of all, what shall I ask for any more? If I have you, then I have everything that you can give. And so, my friends, nobody was so pleased. Krishna was that. However, Mahavishnu once said that, O Mahabali, when the reign of Indra comes to an end, because of your surplus giving nature, you shall leave the heavens. And Mahabali, my friends, up to this time, still remains in the region of the nether world, waiting for the blessing of Mahavishnu upon him. Praise the Holy Sri Mahavishnu Bhagavan ki jai, Umayapati Mahadev ki jai, Parvasudha Hanuman ki jai. So this time, my friends, I must indeed thank each and every one of you for coming this third night of our Saranag Maharshi Puranamrita. To the Pandits that are here, God's blessings to you, and your blessings will go a long way with this whole family also. At this time, let us prepare ourselves as we stand and sing. सकाल खुलियो, तुम